So Atalanta 0, super duper Arsenal 0. For me personally, Kenny, and big up. Make sure you follow Kenny. Sorry, on Instagram, KennyKen1972. For me personally, Kenny, that was one of the most awful performances I've seen, attacking wise, creativity wise, from our football club for a long, long time. We've had some bad ones under this manager. Defensively, we're decent. We're very good defensively. However, today we winged that game. We didn't look like we wanted to be there. We didn't look like we wanted to put any tackles in. We didn't look like we wanted to get any injuries. Of course, we don't want any more. But at the same time, show a bit of fight. Yeah, creativity-wise, we did not have a shot on target. Sorry, we didn't have any more shots on target from the 18th minute onwards. There's 72 minutes left of the game. Yeah, plus the stoppage time in both them halves. So about 80 minutes without a shot on target. The one and only half-decent chance we created after that, Martinelli ballooned out the stadium. David Raya, unbelievable. Friends of Aaron, come outside. What are you saying now? Yeah, because without him today, we lose that game. Yeah, if that goes in, we ain't coming back from that. And he's saved us a lot this season, Kenny, yeah? And for me, I'll get your thoughts in a sec. For me, why is our goalkeeper being man of the match pretty much every game? Yeah, we're supposed to be this all singing, all dancing, spreading the goals around this and that. Yeah, one player goes out of the team, and look at the state of the confusion today. Players all over the gaff. What did you make of it?
Well, it just shows you one thing, right? It's quite disappointing because, City, at least City, created something yesterday when they played International Ireland, and International Ireland is the top side. But against this side, everyone's talking when you watch the games, all you hear is people praising our defence. But come on, if we want to win this tournament, we've got to have a bit more in attack. And it just shows you that our attack and our lack of creativity when certain players are out just shows you why we're probably going to fall a bit short. Definitely in the league and definitely in this tournament, because you've got to have quality all over the pitch, especially amongst your front three. Saka again didn't turn up, but Martinelli didn't turn up. But what people are going to praise Martinelli for is the fact that he tracked back, because that's what I've got. When I pointed out Martinelli's performance at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the first thing they said, "Well, Martinelli worked his nuts off. He tracked back, and he was a good defensive shield." But Martinelli's brought his side to actually score goals. He had two good chances, and he fluffed his lines. The one in the second half, Sterling worked his nuts off, won the ball back, put him through, and again he blasts it over. Please, people, stop telling me that this guy's elite. He's not elite. He's not elite. He's going through for a bad patch. But how long are we going to tolerate this bad patch? Because you think about it, this is not like a group stage. This is a league. We want to be in that top 8 where we don't want to have any more games. We don't want to play off games where we could play a side that's, maybe it could be in pot 3 or pot 1, because it could be hit and miss, and we might be out of the tournament before the second round. So last 16, starts in February, March. So it's hard to praise his performance, because when you look at the way we play, I don't want to be known as a team that's hard to beat. I don't want to be every game praising Saliba and saying, "Yeah, what a great performance," because he had the way he managed to get Lookman away from goal.
I thought I was getting in. Great tackle. The way they got spun was disgusting. They got in too easy, but he recovered and done well. But
yeah, and that's levels. I don't want to keep on saying, our defence resembles Tally Adams and Steve Bold. I want to talk about my attackers. I want to talk about Jesus and what a great performance he had. I want to be able to rave about Martinelli. I want to be able to say Saka had a good game. And today I couldn't. I was looking at Villa against Young Boys. They had penetration. They had penetration. They managed to get the kind of the balance between being good defensively and having creativity in midfield and having something bit up top. But us, it's like all we seem to be interested in today is controlling the game, control the game, make sure we don't lose. Now, this is not disrespectful to Atalanta, but they're there for the taking. This is a time for English clubs to be at their best physically, where they don't have any wear and tear that they're going to get around April, March, April, and May. They're fresher, and even though we haven't got injuries, we still got Saka. All right, I know he was at the Euros, but Martinelli's fresh. Jesus, should be a bit fresh as well. I know he played for Brazil, but on the whole, come on, we need a bit more, because going to the Man City game, once again, people are going to talk about our defence and how Haaland's may have maybe pocketed by Saliba, and how Gabriel may have a rearguard action. But if we want to win this league or win the Champions League, Saka has to turn up today. Doesn't turn up again.
Yes, but Kenny, real talk here. Sorry to cut in there. Where is our creativity in this team? Because even with Odegaard in the team,
Odegaard, zero. Without Odegaard,
but even with Odegaard in the
team,
and
that's right. And that's where I was getting to. With Odegaard, we're not creating anything. We're not trying to create the play. Relying on set pieces. Thank God we got that goal against Tottenham Hotspur a few days ago. But on the whole, I do think the teams are working us out. So we need a bit more now. We need Saka to get his best. We need Havertz, if he is going to play in midfield and play in an Odegaard position, play like Odegaard. I don't want to praise your work. Like, I want your penetration. I want that penetrative pass in order to get our players into the game. I don't want.
All he did today was go backwards.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
That was the same with all of our players. Declan Rice did it. Did you see that one where he run forwards, turned around, run all the way back, and passed it? I was like, "What are you doing, mate?"
Yeah, but that's the thing. It said it all when in the second half, when Atalanta were on the attack, when Cuadrado tried to cut in, and as shape looked fantastic. You saw Mikel Arteta clapping, going,
"Yeah,
really happy to shout." And I thought, hang on here, this is a gift horse, and this is a gift horse here.
At one point in that game, Declan Rice was at centre back. We were playing three at the back with Calafiori left wing back, who was inverting into midfield. Ben White at right wing back. At one point in the first half, Bukayo Saka was playing at CM, then at false 9, then at left wing, then at right wing. I'm like, then Jesus. I was like, what are we actually doing? What is the plan here? Because I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, like, this looks a mess, mate.
That's exactly my faults. That is exactly my faults. Is that you have to criticise performance, because it was nothing. I've got nothing to report in that last third. I've got nothing to get excited about. The only thing I got excited about was Martinelli went through, but that's about it. If anyone looked like exciting the viewing public, was Atalanta. Obviously, they had a penalty from Regrui, but a fantastic save from David Raya. And the
second save was unreal, mate. Do you know what that was reminiscent of? Do you remember David Seaman's against Sheffield United in that?
That's it.
Yeah, but it was lower down. But it was the save. You were like, "There's no way he's saving that."
You got
it away.
I'm going to say something controversial. Without this guy in goal, our defence will not get the plaudits it deserves.
I agree.
He's the sole reason why we're difficult to beat, because simple reasons that if you're a defensive unit, you're only as good as the goalie behind you. Because your goalie behind you transmits confidence. Look
at when Man City had it was that geezer they had in goal, Man City, and they got
Claudio Bravo.
As soon as they went and got Edison, same defense, totally different ball game.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Adam Ramsdale. I don't care what anyone says. A lot of people's cite the fact that Saliba got injured with his back, and that cost us a title. Let me tell you something. That if Aaron Ramsdale was still in goal with this back four,
it'll be a calamity. It'll be a calamity.
It'll be a calamity, because simple reason, he doesn't exude confidence.
Yeah.
What will happen is that if teams can't breach us, all they'll need is a set piece or a long shot, and then he'll panic, or they play the ball back.
He'll be looking at a pigeon.
Or something like that. But if David Raya gets the ball, passes it, no problem.
Yeah, but we've backed that guy since he got here, mate. Yeah, But people don't clip us up for that, Kenny. They just say we're negative in that, yeah? That was not being negative when we were backing him, and now they're all saying, oh, he's a great goalkeeper. Because you was in the stadium, Kenny, at multiple games when they were singing for Aaron Ramsdale while Raya was in goal. Yeah, and that is why it started shaky, because he's coming into a big club, yeah, taking the #1 spot from a fan favourite, yeah, and then all of a sudden he's dropping clangers. Why? Because they're singing the other guy's name. We backed that guy from time, bro.
I was picking it because simple reasons that I only wanted him in goal because he was kicking, but I didn't. I knew he was a good goalkeeper, but
his ability on crosses is crazy. The way he catches crosses,
comes in, gets across. In terms of like when shots come in, gets his angles right. Even when he's diving the wrong way, he still manages to get a limb.
How he got back up so quick on that penalty was fucking disgusting. Unbelievable.
But you talk about that one, and you talk about the save against Aston Villa. What about Wolves beginning of the season when he saves from, Strand
Larsen, yeah.
Wolves. But the fact is, if we're going to win anything this season, if we're going to do anything in the league, you know how John Terry said Petr Cech would say it was 15 points a season? No.
Yeah.
This goal says 15 points a season. If Arsenal win this league or get deep in this tournament, make sure this guy never gets injured. Because I'll tell you one thing, if this guy gets injured, this defence that
if he gets injured, we've got Norbert Neto in goal. And if he gets injured, we've got a 16-year-old keeper on the bench.
But the reason why it's vital to have this guy, because without this guy, our defence wouldn't look $1 million. Trust me, it wouldn't look $1 million. This guy, catalyst to our defensive, improvement, and to our defence, to the fact that everyone says we've got the best defence in Europe, but trust me, it's only because of David Raya we have the best defence in Europe, because the defence is as good as its goalkeeper, and as good as its screen behind them, in front of them, i.e. Thomas Partey and Declan Rice. But this guy, no coincidence that we've become one of the stiffest defences to penetrate in European football because of this guy. Give me his flowers. Whilst Aaron Ramsdale was struggling at Southampton, appreciate what you got when it comes to David Raya.
Facts. We're going to wrap this up. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972. We are out, people. Layers.